right.
Hey.
Hey. So welcome to Upturn Table. We're playing our 13th, lucky 13th session of Dune. So this is going to be a little bit different from our usual. We're down one player. So Terry was unavailable this weekend, but said go ahead and continue on. We're going to have a little bit of a side quest today. There was some unfinished business that Cal heard about. So I'm Jeremy, and I'll be running the game. We're doing Dune Adventures in the Imperium, and with me are Matt and Will.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
So, yes, you may remember us from John Carter, if you listen to that. And ahead of time, thank you, Clarion, for the super thanks on the donation for John Carter. I appreciate you listening. I thought that was really fun. That was really fun to play our first 2D20 game. We kind of stumbled through the rules a bit, but it was a fun story. Yeah, it was a really fun. And it was a decent campaign. That was like their included campaign. And it was had a nice amount of variety. They did it well. So so today we're going to pick up with Will's character, who mysteriously stayed behind on Kaitane after the emergency session where the Triumvirate was established by the Landsraad vote. So that means that Matt will be playing a different character today. So do you want to introduce your character, Matt? Just a little bit of
Sure.
information? Yeah. So we know Cal. So Matt, who will you be playing this session?
I will be playing Daro Kida. Doesn't really matter, but Kida is a riff on an Arabic word for deceit.
Ooh.
Daro is a mentat. He works in the hospital on our planet that we're trying to terraform. He is a 30-something, maybe a little androgynous male who has very plain looks, dresses very nondescriptly. He has the trait always been here because, every time Kel's in his lab doing calculations and he's gonna reach for something, suddenly Daro is there and hands it to him. He's just around. People kind of take him for granted, and that is what he wants to have happen. He has a assistant when he's working named Elke. I don't know how much of this you want me to go into.
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead and...
Elke is a face dancer. The fact is that Daro is actually a twisted mentat, a product of Tleilaxu engineering. So he has all the sort of knowledge and computational capabilities of a typical mentat, but he does not have the moral or conditioning requirements to be very above board. He can be shady about it if he needs to. And he also has a distrans raven, which is a raven that can be given a message and then deliver that message by mimicking human speech. And some drugs and hidden weapons, other things like that.
Nice. Some things will come up. Well, good. Well, this seems like a good choice on Kel's part for someone to accompany him on this mission, because in a previous session, a Tleilaxu messenger, a face dancer, delivered the kind of the warning, but also the exciting news that Xerxes lives, and so there was a discovery made on Ix, which was the planet that the Titan Xerxes was once the ruler of, and this Titan was defeated during the Butlerian Jihad. So Norma Senva, the first navigator and oracle of the infinite, and actually one of the co-founders of the Spacing Guild, was thought to have psychically defeated Xerxes as he was combat like above the planet's surface, but in fact, the consciousness of Xerxes survived, and Kel was just informed about this. So, and a little bit of background. So, there was this kind of a revolt of the Titans, which was this coordinated revolt in the old empire, which was so this takes place around 1200 before Guild, and so 20 Titans, which are basically Cymex. They're humans that have their consciousness put into these machines. They took over ruling of the major planets and major houses, the planets full of resources, and they were basically subjugated, the human populations. But this kind of heavy-handed rulership gave this time of the Titans was actually a very peaceful time. It lasted a century, and it was actually considered not that terrible a time until the AI Omnius. Actually, the Titans became lazy in their rule, and they just kind of networked themselves, so they were connected to each other and had AI assisting them to do most of the work of the empire, and kind of just indulge themselves in whatever vices they wished. And Omnius took advantage of this, an AI that basically hacked into all of these Titans, subjugated them, and then created what was known as the synchronized worlds. So a synchronized empire under the control of a single AI named Omnius was the thing that basically the Butlerian Jihad opposed. So this is a remnant. This is an artifact of that time a few millennia ago. Several millennia ago. That the consciousness of Xerxes, so the Titan that once ruled Ix. So yeah.
Can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
So was Xerxes a human?
Yes.
Before that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it's
originally.
Kept adding on and became this big robot thing.
Yes.
Or computer thing. Okay.
Yeah, so this technology evolved where they they created what they called Cymex, and Cymex were robots that human consciousness was put into. So you basically could transfer your consciousness, your soul, your mind into a machine, and they thought of those as much more immortal. As rulers, they thought of themselves superior because they wouldn't have the limited lifespan. They could constantly be repaired, and or even you could be transferred. But unfortunately, they could be hacked, and that's what Omnius did, is completely compromised them. And so the one of the main the Norma Senva, one of the characters that was crucial in defeating in the Butlerian Jihad, defeating the Titans. Was also responsible for a co-founder of the Spacing Guild, so that's why the age that we're living in is basically ruled by the guild because of this early figure in the revolt against the machines, the overthrow of the machines. All right,
so that's cool. Maybe I'll get myself an assignment then. That's cool.
Options.
I see
options.
all sorts of goals.
Yeah, so I think, and that may be why. The Tleilaxu found you maybe particularly interested in this, because maybe you've spoken to them about Gola technology and what that would involve, and you also discovered the fact that you haven't seen a lot of women in the Tleilaxu, the people that you've been dealing with the Beni Tleilax, and that's because their women are the tanks. They have, they've changed.
I see them everywhere. I just didn't realize it.
Right. Yeah. So the tanks that where the Golas are grown are actually that's what happened to the female of their species. So they were subjugated. So if you didn't think badly of the Tleilaxu already, you can add insane misogyny to their list of so they're so that's why you've been dealing with mostly male presenting characters, is because they've put their women to another use, and so maybe that was a fact that made you kind of hesitate. It doesn't seem like you had a lot of options about maybe getting a tank
Oh,
of
yeah.
your own. Yes.
No, yeah. That's just it. I think Kel definitely wants this technology, but he doesn't want them to use it for him, and he doesn't want to be too icky about it. Just a little bit of ickiness, but not a whole lot. I don't know. It went too far.
Yes. So yeah, the news of Xerxes lives is very very inspiring for Kel, and so that's why Kel finds himself on Kaitane with his assistant Daro, and you are going to play. You've made a connection already. You've reached out to your Tleilaxu connections to get you. Basically, what you're going to do is follow the envoy that came for this emergency vote back to Ix, so you'll be able to accompany them. But that's going to involve probably a replacement of some of their staff. So you've just been holed up, a kind of stayed behind as the rest of House Abecostrr, with your face dancer posing as you aboard the ship returned to Saguis Maris, and you and your assistant have stayed behind, and you are contacted. You're just waiting in the residence of. So the staff is a little bit confused, but they don't question things when it comes to the one of the rulers of the house. They see Kel still there, and they thought you left, but you are then contacted by in the same kind of disconcerting way. An assistant comes to bring you coffee, and it's a face dancer that then says, "Are you ready to leave, sir?" And things have been prepared.
Excellent. I hope I don't have to find someone tied up in a closet somewhere before we get out of here.
I'm sure your staff will make the discovery well after you've left. The envoy for Ix will be departing shortly. We need to get you on board, and he hands you a kind of a case that has. That just looks like a diplomatic bag or something that would be carried. That would have been carried not uncommon looking on Kaitane, and says inside you will find some assets to aid you. The first is a weaker version of what we face dancers are able to do. We have a pseudo flesh face mask that. Will be which uses a similar technology that will give you a somewhat outward appearance. We need to find someone. Unfortunately, your body will not change, only your face. So we'll need to find someone that matches you in stature among the envoy to Ix, and also included is a weapon. This is a weapon of our design, a shiv, which is a single-use dagger that, if it strikes a person, the blade, in fact, will break off in the injury, in the wound, and will be sealed inside, and the substance that the blade is made of will then splinter and penetrate any vulnerable arteries, organs, anything. So one injury with this shiv means certain death.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was like a filed toothbrush, but that's amazing. All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah, perhaps the name isn't as menacing as it should be. All right. So yes. So you will be departing. So House Vernius be departing as one of the party members of House Vernius, and of course, on your arrival, we will have to. Then make our way secretly to the underground. You do not in any way want to accompany this group into the Grand Palais. That we won't be able to keep you concealed if you're away from our protection. And then we will meet with suboid contacts in the tunnels below Ix, and we'll take you to the discovery.
I'm excited to find out. Oh, and I think do I know that our third companion is a face dancer? Nor Daro?
Oh yeah, what do you know about Elki? Or what?
I think. Yeah, you probably do because I'm being open about who I'm affiliated with. So yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But I always refer to her as just my assistant, and I think my general idea is like if I'm around but easy not to notice, she's behind me and even easier not to notice. And then like right now when they were giving you that stuff, then like I had a notepad out with a stylus and I'm making notes, and Elki's like 3 paces behind me with a notepad making notes.
Nice. Yeah, so you can add those 2 assets. Kel now has the face mask, which is a it's an individual. You can use it to simulate a single individual's face. Of course, your skin doesn't change, but it does react like real human skin if someone was to touch your face. So the impersonation is quite good. And it doesn't, but it's not long term. It will only last for about 72 hours before it needs to be reprogrammed. So it won't be permanent, but it'll work for these means.
Is it something I'm going to put on and leave on though for like 2 days, basically?
Yeah, basically. You can use it to conceal yourself the entire time because you're known. That they have you since you reached out to them. They know where you will be and when you'll be arriving. So you'll be monitored. So yeah, it's possible.
Well, I mean, everyone knows Kel. I mean,
right. So I have just a background question.
Sure.
So when in our last session, when all that stuff was going down with the judge of the change and all that stuff,
right?
Was that fake Kel?
Yes, I picked the perfect time to have a fake me.
Yes.
Take over everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So the end of our last session for people listening.
There's a lot of awkwardness in that last session. Every time we were talking, yes.
Nice.
It's like, I've assumed control of this house. Now's the perfect time for me to abandon it and run away and put the space dancer in charge, doing all the initial work.
Nice. And the mask, past 72 hours, the mask will begin to degrade and slip. So it will still maintain appearances, but it will be imperfect. It will start to maybe shift out of its form. And the Ixian shiv that you were given, is an assassin's blade. It's made of an organic crystal, and it's for just a single strike. But if you don't need particular skill, but once the blade pierces whatever part of your target, the handle detaches, leaving the blade inside the wound. A special sealant in the handle will seal the entry wound, making it all but impossible to remove the blade. Then the crystal will fragment and work its way deeper into the body, ultimately dissolving and leaving no trace. So it's a perfect.
Oh, that's great.
It's like the murder somebody with an icicle thing.
Right. Yeah. So only with expert care can someone struck with this be saved. So this is a quite expensive and rare weapon, and even shunned by some assassins as cruel and artless. But you have one, so it's concealable. It's quite small, so it's concealable, disposable, and it'll serve as a melee weapon for you. But it is a single strike. So,
well, let's hope I don't have to use it. I'm expecting this to go down with no danger, and everything being smooth. So,
all right. And let's see. Oh, and there is one more asset for you, just in case you're feeling empty-handed. Another piece of technology that you're given is called a mockbird field. So this is explained to you as the case is opened and explained to you. So it's a Ixian damper that can be used to kind of nullify listening devices within kind of a 10-meter radius, it just produces a nonsense sound that changes, that conceals the voices and communications of the speaker. So anybody listening, any physical means of eavesdropping or mechanical means will be deceived by this, and they won't be able to hear your words. So within this field, if you bring anybody within this field with you, anything you say to each other will be completely concealed.
I should have this stuff normally. What am I doing? Okay.
All right, there you are.
All my stuff is normally boring. It's spaceships and
but it
lazy
looks so
floating
good.
devices. Yeah, it's all gold. This stuff's probably all like sleek and not auspicious at all. And
I like that you have one of those over-the-top disguise masks from like an 80s private eye show.
Right. You could do all kinds of funny jokes with it too behind people's backs. Yeah. All right. Yes. So they're equipping you for just in case you need anything like that, because you will be completely traveling incognito, completely in disguise, and you also know that what you will be what you're searching for is very illegal. Any sign or evidence of the previous AI of a human consciousness in a machine would be completely exterminated by the existing.
It's bad. No one wants anything to do with that. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so this is incredible contraband that you will be getting your hands on, and and the place where you'll be infiltrating already has high security because of what the devices and technology, and you already know from what you've been given with Ix is violating the Great Convention very often. It's not even walking a line. It's directly violating some of the thinking machine and imitating human mental processes and things. They're already doing that. So you're going.
Well, I mean.
Yeah.
Are they? I mean, there's a lot of gray area. I feel that something.
Yeah. Yeah, you should introduce legislation to change people's thinking, because that's fun.
Yes. Oh yeah. We're going back. Wait, we're turning around. We're going to argue that we should add thinking computers to things. Come on, guys. This will go great.
All right. Okay, so this case is secured, and you'll soon be departing with the House of Vernius envoy. So is there anything you want to do before you don't have much time, but is there anything else you want to
I don't think I want to. I think I'm trying to be as incognito as I can. I'm starting to wonder how I'm going to get back to my home planet after all this, but I guess that's for tomorrow, Kale, to figure out.
Right.
Well, we just find a diplomat, kill him, replace him, and hitch a ride.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to kill that many people. I'm trying to do good here, not worse. But okay.
Whip out the notebook. Okay, so how does killing people make you feel?
Depends on who's being killed, but generally not good.
Good to know.
All right. So you make your way onto the ship that the diplomatic ship that will be entering the Highliner and taking you back to Ix. And it was pretty easy to you passed without notice, out of the residence. But then once you got outside, so Kaitane, probably has a pretty high level security. So you were kind of secreted to the area where the ship was departed. So you left very normally. And I guess saying that you were departing for Saguis Maris, you're headed back to the palace, and then
I just took a left and got the other line.
you were just secreted onto the to the ship. So yeah, you'll soon arrive there, and there weren't any complications. The Tleilaxu.
Yeah, and I'm not
down.
poking any bears. I'm keeping my head down, being as indiscreet. You know, no one sees me. I'm not poking around. I'm not causing any problems.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good boy. I'm being a good boy.
Nice.
You look like you're trying to be casual, my lord. Don't concentrate so much.
It's hard. It's hard not to act in a way that makes everyone stare at you.
So what is he has to impersonate someone.
Mm-hmm.
What
Hey, should I have a
about
limp?
me and Elke? What do we need to do?
Oh, you guys aren't Kel. No one knows who you are. It's fine. Just get on the ship.
That's what I'm hoping, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think you can rely on maybe your ability to blend in. Like you can easily just kind of move with the crowd. Once Kel's assumed the identity of one of the envoy, you've subdued them. They get actually left behind. So that would be something. So unless you're willing to kill them, so you do have to replace someone, and they will eventually be discovered. So
oh dear.
Yeah, Kel. So that's a little bit of a question you need to deal with. If you want this to never come up again, you can. You could dispose of them permanently, or if you just want to put them somewhere where they'll be not found for a day or so.
I think that's what I'm doing. I don't really feel like I want to just kill nobodies for no reason.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any real connection to me directly, so
Right.
This is just normal house shenanigans, I feel, is how everyone's going to read it. So,
Right.
So we're good. We're good.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So you're just ditching them and not killing
You're just ditching them. Yeah, they get a last minute message that says to meet at gate 7 instead of gate 3, and oh no! And then,
Okay. And so yeah, you're able to replace them onto the ship, and then once on the ship, you find a place to just conceal yourselves until the end of the trip. The Tleilaxu have information about the layout of the ship and everything, so they're able to basically escort you. You've seen them take a few different appearances as they're guiding you through the ship, and you just remain secreted away until the arrival. And so when we...
I was going to ask him a ton of questions.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All on the way about, what his feelings are about this, what he hopes to accomplish, what he thinks.
Oh, sure.
What he thinks the fears are.
Yeah. So feel free. So yeah, you're safe. You're safe aboard the ship, awaiting the space folding. So now you have time, and you can even if Kel doesn't want to respond, for fear of being overheard, you have your Mockbird field, so you can muffle any response. So you can have a completely confidential, conversation with Darrow.
okay. So what's that first question you asked me?
Oh, well, just the simple one, I guess, is how do you feel about this little adventure that you're going on?
Well, I think I have a couple things going on inside. I think that personally I'm excited to perhaps learn something that no living person has known for, 10,000 years? Something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost 11,000, yeah.
11,000 years. On a bigger note, I hope that it leads to a discovery or something that I can use that will perhaps bring a little bit of stability. I mean, it feels like everyone around here is scheming for their own power or control of something. And I don't know. It feels like maybe, just maybe, I could do something good if I don't use that power for myself when I get a hold of it.
So Dara flips a couple pages up in the notebook, and Elke does the exact same thing, and he's like, is it the discovery that excites you, or what power you will gain from it that excites you?
Oh, I think it's both. It's both, of course. I mean, the discovery itself is what I think drives me, or what gives me joy. But after the fate that befell dear Cynti, I feel like I've started looking at the conflict going on between the houses as something that needs to be ended. And I don't think that it should be ended through violence, because, I mean, that's what they're doing all the time. I'm hoping that, things weren't that bad with Xerxes in charge. Maybe I can figure out some of his techniques, use a lesser version of it, roll out slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, and we can get, humanity back, all dancing in the same direction. Huh? Trying really hard to sell this this thing to this news reporter all of a sudden that he realized he's with.
I'll page back a few, dozen pages, and it seems like you're known for luxury and forgive the term flash, but this seems like a much more practical and applicable pursuit. Is there a conflict, or do you plan on merging your ostentatiousness with this new found technology?
I don't think there's any conflict at all. Please. The flash and pump, it's all to bring joy to people. Everything I do is to bring beauty to as many people as possible. I'm hoping this will, in some way, bring a small amount of beauty to everyone's lives.
Very good.
I don't think Kel laughs at the end of that.
Neither does Daro or Elke. We just stare at you blankly.
Yeah.
Right.
Your eyes are so glossy. So. Do you have eyelids? I don't even think I've seen you blink.
All right. Yes, and that's one thing you've become accustomed to is the kind of a subdued emotional state of even if face dancers and Tlaxu are able to imitate people, it doesn't take too long before you realize this this kind of emotional zero, this emotional void that they are. You can't make them laugh. They don't respond to any of your jokes if any of your staff has been replaced.
All right. Most of my jokes are pretty direct and
trust me, Elke doesn't laugh at anything.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the folding is complete, and your ship can now enter the Alcalorops system, and the ninth planet of that system is, of course, Ix, named after the the ancient Old Earth Roman numerals. So, once you enter the atmosphere of the planet and begin your kind of a descent towards Ixion Majoris, the largest spaceport there, you notice that the planet looks like just a natural paradise. Oh, actually, we can actually go to the planet. It looks like a natural paradise. It's all lush and lush and beautiful, and the palace itself, gleams in the sunlight. It's an odd, squat structure, but has been maybe something that Kel can appreciate, has been gilded in gold, and all the replacements, any cracks or damage in the wall from the time of war have all been repaired with gold. So it's a
see there, Daro? See, it's a thing of war that's been repurposed for a thing of beauty and luxury. It brings peace and joy to people now instead of being used for conflict. That's my goal.
Nice. And so then you make the ship passes the palace. You get a little shot of that, but soon you realize that once you land at Ixion Majoris, that just below the surface is a very kind of a brutal kind of dark underworld of high technology. So the tunnels of Ix are now open to you. So yeah, you're secreted off of the ship by your Telaxu escorts, and yeah.
I think now, my lord, you're going to see the true face that lies beneath the gilded veneer.
Oh, yes, and yeah. So they bring you to the entrance of this just endless complex. As you make your way down, you're basically like taking a lift multiple levels down to these tunnels, and below the surface, just below this green lush surface, are these endless tunnels. This complex of multiple levels of endless tunnels, and among the these chambers, they're just lined with chambers that are all workshops. So there are these kind of less than human looking laborers that are working at all of these stations, and you've been told of the suboids of Ix, but this is your first time to actually encounter one, and your escort has taken the upon the descent in the lift. Your escort has taken the appearance. Just give you an example here. Has taken the appearance of one of these workers. So they're very nondescript, and also have a very they're very subservient. They don't offer any opinion or even seem like self-motivated in any way. They are just awaiting orders, and they have a kind of a grayish skin, little to no hair, and just very passive, and almost like they don't have any decision-making capacity. So the your Ixian escort just it tells them what to do. So we basically says, our guests have arrived. We need to make our way. We need to make our way to the Discovery, and the suboid just nods and starts to escort you through the tunnels. And it's just okay.
I'm sorry. I wanted to ask questions about world stuff.
Oh, sure.
So are the suboids, are those people that have had stuff done to them, or are they like created whole cloth to do this stuff?
Yeah, I think that they've been kind of domesticated in this strange way to be, and it may be a result of this. May be the current rulers benefiting from what machines were trying to do to humans. So during the time when the machines were subjugating humans and the AI were subjugating humans, this was the ideal form that the machines wanted to, or the AI wished humans to be in to serve them, and they've just this leftover, this kind of artifact that's been preserved on Ix to serve the ruling house and to continue to develop useful technology.
Yeah, this is the stuff that Kel doesn't like.
Yeah, Darrow's gonna wave his arm around and say, "Behold, my lord, the future."
Now, see, that's the thing. Dara, the goal. This is where we're heading, anyways. Everyone is, a mentat, or uses spice to alter their brain. I want to preserve humanity. Do you see the difference, though, between those two things?
I see the good intention behind your sentiment.
Well, that's why, if I can get my plans in motion, I need to make sure that I never hand it off to anyone else that will want to lead us down this route. It's sad.
Can I mentat up while we're traveling and try to just sort of memorize pathways and doors and things like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can make kind of a mental map of where you've been, where you've traveled. Yeah, because it is quite a an intricate and kind of complicated route that you're taking.
You want me to roll and create an asset for
Oh
that,
yeah,
or-
that's a good idea. No, yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, why don't you create that asset because that'll help your navigation in the.
So I feel like that would definitely be understand
Mhm.
and maybe truth.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I don't know if my focuses apply for this, but yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Oh,
2.
nice. Yeah, that will do it. And so let's see. So to create, yeah. So it'll just it'll exist. Yeah. So for this whole session, and if any of this carries over, you will have an understanding of kind of where you are and how to get out, and even have been able to calculate some of the maybe some shortcuts or some escape routes on
Do you
your
want me to
travel.
put a temporary asset on the
Yeah,
thing? Or-
yeah. Why don't you just say mental tunnel maps or tunnel map, so that will give you the
Tunnel map of Ix.
yes.
So, well, Daro, you've asked me quite a few questions, and I like to learn. This is somewhat what the source of your origin.
Let me interrupt you for just one sec. Sorry. How much do I need to spend to make that like a 1? Would that be 2?
Oh yeah. So that was So that momentum, that was just a 0 to create that, and you can spend those 2 to make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sorry. Continue, my lord. I apologize.
You talk to yourself when you're mentatting. You seem to have a negative view on this. Isn't this somewhat your origin? You've been through training and had yourself altered by systems that were probably at one point derived from this same source.
I don't begrudge the effort. I was improved. These poor souls are subjugated. So I do see a difference.
But did they know they're subjugated?
I doubt it.
Well, how do you know you're not being subjugated right now? That there wasn't some other motive put into you that you don't even know you're upholding right now?
Oh, well, let's hope for the both of us that's not the case.
Okay, I am hoping very much down here alone in the dark with you.
By the way, like as we walk, like every like 10 meters, I click on my notebook and then instantly Elkie does it too. So we're almost like making a rhythm. As
Oh,
we
nice.
walk.
Excellent.
You're not making me feel better down here. Great.
3.7, sir.
What was that?
Kilometers. We've traveled 3.7 kilometers.
I'm not used to walking this much. Getting a little winded.
Flip back through the notebook. Oh, that's right. The suspensors. Yeah.
Oh right. Oh yeah, we'll have to take that
Might
into
need a-
account. Yeah.
Might need a little scooter or something to get me around here on the.
One of the little fatty mobiles or whatever.
Yeah.
What were they called? I don't know if they had it. What were the Wally people called? I can't remember.
I think they were just crew, weren't they? I don't know if they.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they had a name like the Judge Dredd ones are called fatties, but
Yeah, I don't know if they they were just the
just the
Yeah, because they were
passengers.
universal. It was just them and the
Yeah,
AI. So
that's true.
right. Yes. All right. Yeah, so and your Telexo escort has taken the appearance like I said of one of the suboids, so it appears, and you can decide you're safe. You're not going to be reported. Once you're in this environment by anyone, unless you're encountering surface guards or members of the house. But this is the kind of the realm of the laborers and suboids, and you can already see even some of them that have noticed the transformation, like if they saw any face dancer shifting or anything, that they're not, they know of the Tleilaxu presence here, and they're kind of not disturbed by it. They're seeing them as an ally. And so you're led along through until you reach kind of a massive door that obviously leads into a much older section of these tunnels, and awaiting you is another suboid, a female, but of the exact same kind of non-reactive, very submissive, just awaiting your presence to even look like they're alive. But accompanying her, and sorry, I'm recycling a little art here. Accompanying her are a group of suboid men, but they look like they've had some training and also some augmentation. You notice like the surface of their skin. There's evidence of surgery and implants. And your escort, once you reach this party, your escort turns to Kel and says, "Excellent. I wish to show you some of the fruits of our labor. I present to you this team of suboid Myrmidon. So we have been working on producing a I guess what would be the elite soldiers of this class of people. Our hope is that someday the suboids will be able to make their own claim on this world and overthrow the reign of House Vernius, and with our assistance, you see that we're making this possible. So they will accompany you through the rest of your journey, and I hope that you are impressed by what we've been able to achieve. And
they are impressive.
My lord, may I take a moment to examine them?
We probably have the time.
Thank you. I'll look at our guide. They are docile and.
Yes. Of course, they're very obedient and will take orders only from myself or from your the guide that I will turn you over to here.
I'm gonna try to assess the augmentations and.
Oh, okay.
Like, is it? Are we talking like just genetic augmentations or like a cybernetic thing?
Yeah, no, this appears to be cybernetic. It looks like they've used some Ixian technology to for kind of reflexes and strength. You notice there's cabling and different assets that have been inserted under skin, and in some places not not very well healed, but they look very. Just their stance and their kind of development, they look very very imposing and seem to be probably not with the mental capacity or the strategic training, but they look physically to be comparable to any elite guard that you've seen before.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, sorry. I was asking questions of our guide. I was going to ask if has anything been done for freeing their minds, because that seems to be what's really keeping them in bondage. If they all just stood up at once, they'd already be able to overthrow this place. Do you have anything in place to?
Oh yes, that will of course take time. We will only be the assistants. It will take the guide that I'm giving you over to Beta 3. She is one of the more aware of this of these people. So you will see her responses and her passion for seeing her people free are slightly more elevated than the kind of emotional void you've witnessed with the other suboids that we've seen so far. So it will be an evolution. I believe it's not something that will happen soon. And we've been here we've been here for decades, making this slowly possible. So it will be an evolution.
So Darrow's going to go up to one of the beefcakes and sort of like touch him like, like he's a vet examining an animal or something. And like, Elkie, observe, please. Subdermal protrusions, clear surgical scars. You'll have to take that into account if you need to assume this visage. Beta 3.
Yes.
How are you today? Open my notebook.
I'm here to guide you to the ancient part of the tunnels that have not been explored. This is where the discovery was made quite by accident, and I will be taking you there. I'm one of the few suboids that has traveled this deep into the complex.
Thank you, Beta 3. And I'll turn to Kel and say, my lord, did you observe the complete lack of self-awareness in that response?
Yes. Thank you. I'll thank our other guide that's took us this far. They're leaving.
Yeah, he's just going to remain. He's going to remain at this door basically for.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not departing, but they're going to let you be escorted on your own. You'll be able to make this discovery on your own.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's shuffle in. We can talk about this in a moment.
Are you still wearing the mask?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to wear it till we maybe actually start interfacing with things. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Yeah, and so you can use that mask to assume any appearance you want if you want to. Yeah. So you can.
Keep whatever the guy is that I.
Okay. You're still looking like the random Vernius assistant. All right.
So after you get a little bit further away, I'll ask Beta 3. I'll talk with Beta 3 a little bit. Just be like, Beta 3 is a interesting name. Who gave that to you?
We are assigned these designations upon birth, and so it's also a way to organize us, organize our labor. I of course am a bit of an evolution. So I have skills and mental capacity a bit beyond our normal laborers. We hope to, of course, the alphas will be our true salvation, and will be the ones capable of freeing our people.
They're going to be fully independent, not rely on outsiders to tell them how to handle themselves and what to do.
That is our hope. With the aid of the Toilaxu, they have assured us that we are capable of assuming our own power to change our destiny, to change our future.
Well, when the time comes, make sure that you achieve it for your people and not for those that put you in position. Don't be used as a weapon. Don't be used as a tool.
Yes, I will remember this.
Oh, yes. So, who was it that found Xerxes?
Xerxes Day.
This was quite an accidental discovery. These tunnels have just been used to store old, obsolete machinery, things that have been that no longer serve their purpose. We've ventured deeper into the complexes below the surface, just as basically a place to store obsolete machines. It was requested that we salvage some parts from these machines, and one of the containers that was supposed to be just an old an old construction, an old engine used for a construction and excavating machinery was the container where we found this presence.
Are they sentient, awake?
Yes, the Soilaxu have been able to awaken it, have been able to power it on, but it refuses to speak to them. They've attempted communication many times, but there is a consciousness, there is a presence, but it does not respond.
Yeah, if they're looking for someone to make friends, that's not really what I do, but I suppose I can give it a shot. What is Xerxes to you?
I'm only know that this is part of ancient our old empire's ancient history. It really has no meaning. Has no meaning to me. I was not taught of who this could have been in ancient times.
Yeah. Let me give you a little information. Seems like everyone isn't keeping you up to date, and I'll just rattle off like a good 5,000 years of history that as I understand it, for and then all the awesome robot Cymex ruled, and everything was great except for the fact everyone was enslaved, but still people were relatively happy, and then they got lazy and they made this other thing, and then it took over, and then it wasn't as cool. It enslaved them in a worse way. and that led to war and ramble, and it's possible that like your ancestors were originally created by this AI as an ideal person would be. So in some way, from someone's perspective, you already are perfect. But we all can improve. And I just want you to know that what we're dealing with here may have more to do with your origin in history than anyone else in this whole universe. You may want to pay attention.
So do you feel that this Xerxes wishes to rule this world again?
Oh, if I've learned anything from people in power is that once they've ruled, they never want to stop. So, I don't know how much Xerxes is a person anymore. I'm sure they still want to rule. I would not say that that's my goal for them. I don't think it will end well if they try to take back over. But they may have information and knowledge that will help shed light on the origins of your people and maybe other technology and systems that we can use now in a better way to unite people.
Well, we will see. Let me show you. And let me pop up. So this is just a simple representation of kind of like the tunnels. There we go.
Daro's like, Elke, did you take note of the desire to educate and inspire despite the subject's clear lack of cognitive capability? Subchapter 6, make sure you note that.
Daro, when I'm talking to anyone, it feels the same way as this.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So we've got some.
Oh my goodness.
We can put stuff. Yeah. So this is the. So you have to. You're making your way now. Climbing down some kind of access
ladders. Oh,
yeah, some ladders. Just normally something you could suspensor your way down. Yes. So this is the deeper part. So yeah, we'll bring all you in.
Both arms at the right arm, left leg. How do you use a ladder? I don't know if I've ever had to use one of these things before.
All right, and the tunnels are, of course, illuminated, and yeah. So the one Myrmidon represents the kind of the group of them. So you have four that are serving kind of as this unit of guards for you. And so yeah, because this is just kind of a zone map. So the red lines indicate the different zones. So anything comes up, and yeah, we'll use the zones to kind of judge distance or how far away. So yeah, and the route is known by Beta 3, and she escorts you through the tunnels, and you see that it is basically every chamber that you pass. There's piles of discarded machinery, and this is definitely a place where they've just been dumping old kind of useless.
Another question for Beta 3. Does she feel that we're in danger? We have impressive guards with us.
Yes, we don't know precisely. These lower tunnels are unknown to us. We spend as little time here as possible, and that is why it's just become the a storage for refuse. But yeah, we will always need to be cautious, and I believe that we don't want anyone to be informed of this discovery. So our protection is just to ensure that you safely can come and return. But we don't know. We don't know what is down here, unfortunately. All right, and so they leave you at this passage. Oh, let me get Elke out too. They leave you at this passage, and they tell you so on your left, the chamber on your left is where the discovery was made. So please examine the chamber, and the Tleilaxu were very careful to conceal this machinery, but they have faith that you'll be able to find the mechanism that contains this consciousness. So please proceed, and we will wait here.
Beta 3.
Yes.
Are there any other subvoids that work in this area?
No. This is an abandoned. These tunnels are abandoned.
Do you have any interest, Beta 3, in what's in that room?
No, I'm not until you told me that this was a dead king that I even thought of this as something that involved me. If you wish me to accompany you, I will observe, but it doesn't. At this time, I don't believe it concerns me.
Well, being as this may be connected to your origins, maybe you'll have an insight that we lack. I would appreciate your accompaniment.
Oh, very well. All right. So,
my lord.
Yes.
Would you permit me to examine the area before our group enters?
Oh.
Run a security check, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Of course.
I'll be back shortly. And as I'm walking away, I'm like undoing this coiled up bracelet that's been on my left arm that no one's noticed.
Oh,
And it pulls it out into this thin cord that wraps around both hands. And I just sort of stalk off towards the room.
Right.
Turns out Xerxes was strangled to death. No one knows how.
Nice. Are you bringing Elke with you, or are you just going to go in?
No, I'm gonna have Elke. I kind of want Elke studying
Okay.
the big beefy subboid.
Okay.
Because I might want her to impersonate one later.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. So she's hanging back with the with your bodyguards, and so you make your way into this chamber, and so there's these kind of low energy lamps. This some kind of organic lighting, and when you enter the chamber, you notice that there's a machine, a large machine that's kind of been bolted to the ground that also is lit up. It has some sort of power source, but you don't immediately recognize its function. But but there is you notice a machine is powered up inside.
Inside the very quietly and casually sort of walk a circuit around it, looking at the walls and floors for any evidence of traffic or holes in the wall or anything off.
Yeah, so the whole room itself appears to be emptied out. You see, maybe there was evidence of that this room at one time may have been full of storage. So there's kind of drag marks on the ground and some miscellaneous small pieces of metal and just kind of defunct machinery. But for the most part, it's completely cleared out. The walls seem to have nothing strange about them. But as you cross the southern, as you're walking around the machine and pass by the southern wall, it flickers as you pass it, as you make your way around the machine. So you're between the machine in the center and the wall flickers as you pass it.
The light flickers,
or the wall flickers. The wall.
The one like directly kind
to
of
the south.
south.
Yes.
Can my Mentat brain evaluate what sort of technology that might represent?
Yeah, it seems to. It's nothing. There's much more sophisticated versions of this now, but this may be some older technology that they made functional. But the passing of it does seem. It seems that this machine in the center of the room is. Well, actually, why don't you roll? Why don't you roll to see? That's probably a good thing. Use your Mentat. We're not hitting the rules enough. Let's give
understand and truth.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Do you think deductive reasoning would?
Qualify
on this one? Right.
Definitely.
2.
All right. So you just needed the one for that, so I'll give you momentum for that. So nice. And you've been able to deduce that this is old technology, but it seems to still be quite effective, and it's just a holographic projector. The wall that the southern wall is just a complete fabrication, and it's just concealing a passage.
I'm gonna unwrap my Garrett from one hand and just kind of whip it through the hologram just to confirm my suspicion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And
is there any reaction, or it just goes through?
Yeah. There's no reaction. It just goes through. Yeah. It's not. There's no field or anything. Yeah. It's it was just projecting. Yeah. Projecting that wall.
Okay. I'm gonna tap out a coded signal with my stylus on the metal of the machine.
Oh, uh-huh.
And then Elke will kind of gesture to Kel. You may proceed, my lord.
All right. So, Kel, do you wish to take? You'll take Beta 3 with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So entering the room, you see the same. It's a room that appears to be cleared out, and Daro is standing near this machine that's
everything's clear in the room.
Your machine, my lord.
Thank you.
I'm going to just watch him and see, just as a further evaluation, see if he notices it before I have to tell him.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna walk clockwise around the machine with like my hand on it,
Uh-huh.
and just like the first pass is going to be just judging it for its outer design and shape. Is this something that is this one of like the other storage containers that are here, or is this actually like an old piece of technology?
Yeah,
out.
it looks like a piece of technology that's been out and set up, and it has a low level. It's powered up. Yeah, a similar power to the organic lighting in the
But
walls.
It's more contemporary, right? I don't get the gist that this is a 10,000-year-old piece of equipment.
No, it's quite outdated. It's not that old, but yeah, it's not newer technology. It's very kind of primitive in its design, but not ancient. Yeah, just something that is out of date.
What's the mechanism? It's not like, does this have a console on it? Is this just a big thing with glowing lights? Is there a power cable running somewhere?
Yeah, you don't see any power. It appears to be attached to the floor. You don't see any power, but yeah, if you were just watching the machine as you walked around it, you didn't notice notice anything particularly change with the machine itself as you walked around.
Is there any? And there's no console or buttons or anything that I can see.
No. Yeah, it appears to be just like an old generator. It looks like an old generator. The only thing is that the south wall there's some sort of kind of protrusion pointed at the south wall. That's the only thing that is remarkable about it, other than the.
Well, I'll kneel down and look into the protrusion. see what that is.
I'm blind.
And so you notice that there's some just kneeling down. You notice that there's some sort of projection technology. It doesn't harm you, but there's a bright luminance, and you hear a kind of surprising. You hear kind of a startled sound from Beta 3, because as you've knelt down, you've interrupted the projection, and the wall has become partially revealed, kind of in the shape of your head.
I'll look at Beta 3. Did you see something? I'll look down at myself, trying to.
I'll butt in. Behold, my lord, and I'll just stick my hand through the wall.
Right. Yeah. So Daro passes his hand straight through the southern wall.
A hologram, and an old one at that. Interesting. So this is just the facade protecting what you found? Well, let's continue on.
All right.
Well, actually, no, I'll leave it running. There's no reason to break the thing behind me. Yeah.
All right. Okay, and so as you make your
Hop.
Oh, did you say something?
No, I just said I'd like hop over there.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, hop through the wall. Yes. So you have to kind of lead the suboid with you. She's very confused. It doesn't make a lot of sense what she's looking at. So you'll need to escort her through.
I'm gonna call for Elke to come with us.
Okay.
Did you check down here already?
No, sir. I haven't left this room.
Oh, well, maybe you should.
Excellent job finally discovering the true nature of the device.
Of course. Still find it very amusing that it's such old technology. Well, why don't you go on down this dark passageway and see what's down there?
Of course.
All right. Yeah. So the chamber beyond is not lit with the same same lighting, but it does seem to be kind of cluttered with the things that you'd seen in the previous like corners of the hallways and other chambers. There's a ton of cases and pieces of disabled machinery, so that basically the only light that you're getting through into this chamber is what's coming from the holographic projection. So you've got a very dim light, and you're just seeing kind of piles of these containers.
So, Daro, next time you find a holographic wall, just go ahead and tell me about it. I don't need to discover everything myself. My goal is knowledge, not the pursuit of it.
This is very modest of you, sir. I will take note, both literally and figuratively. Yeah, I will sneak ahead, be very clutching shadows kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and so if you make your way through, why don't you just roll for kind of observation? So maybe like discipline, maybe a discipline and truth. Yeah, would be good.
All right. I am terrible at that, but all right. I'll go ahead and spin a momentum because
there you go.
I'm so bad. Woo! Thank goodness for that one.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I'll give you the one momentum back, and you do find one of the cases. Actually, it's a larger one in the center of the room that seems to have a faint glow. There's some sort of there's something powering it, but it's very very faint. Not enough to light the room. It seems to just be coming from the from just a tiny place where two plates are meeting or something on this case itself.
So how big is the case?
It's quite large. It's quite large. A lot of the scale of this, because it was probably excavation machinery or larger things. It's probably let's say it's like probably a meter and a half square, and so through one of the kind of separations in the plates, you see a faint glow.
And are there any obvious hinges or seams or anything?
Yeah, it appears to be there's like some handle releases and things. This seems to be like it was a case that was used for transporting like an engine or something that needed to be protected and then put in put into storage or securely transported. So like a shipping, kind of like a advanced shipping crate, but all metal.
But there's something inside it that's
something glowing. Is glowing. Yeah.
Okay, that's not really my field. So, my lord, I have found a case with this energy source. If you'd like to come in and examine it,
Of course. And though my position in the house has changed, you don't need to call me my lord. A simple Master Tabroven will work fine.
Okay, page 32, title Indifference. Thank you.
Why he was doing that? If I look at that projector thing, is it mobile at all, or is it like a fixed thing built into the ground, like they built it here to do this?
Yeah, it appears that they mounted it so that it wouldn't be moved and betray the protection of the wall. And this seems to be something that was recently done. So maybe the Tleilaxu, this was how they decided to conceal it from anybody that happened to cross it.
From this side of the hologram, does it look solid too, or can we see out?
Oh, no, it looks solid as well, but it's got a faint glow to it. Yeah, so it's illuminating the room just a little bit. Yeah, enough for you to kind of navigate around. You're not in total darkness.
No. Any more hidden walls or traps I should know about?
None that I have detected, sir. I believe this case I have discovered requires your engineering expertise. Clearly some sort of power source, and it does seem to be something we could open, but perhaps you would like to examine it first.
Yes. I'll kneel down in front of. Well, I guess it's 5 feet tall. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's about
a meter and a half tall.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's You're like right. Yeah, you can look over it, but just barely.
1.4697, sir.
Thank you. I'll
would you like a weight estimate?
No, because it would be inaccurate because you don't know what material it's made of. I'll reach up and turn off the
retort.
I'll turn off the fake face thing, so I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Presenting a fake image anymore, and I'll. I guess I drug Beta 3 in here.
Right. Oh, right. Yes.
And I'll kind of do the same thing. I'll walk around it, gently put my hand on it, and walk, trace around it, see what this object is. So you said it's a case that looks like it's holding something that's glowing, and it's probably been repurposed because at one point it was probably for some big piece of equipment.
Right. Yeah, and it's got like release handles and things on it, but it's quite old. It's not. It's very very heavy, and it also some kind of industrial use.
I must say, if this is Xerxes, I was expecting a much larger and elaborate device of some kind.
It could just be that part of Xerxes that survives.
Yes. All right, flex my hands a little bit and start. I mean, I've opened 1 million crates.
All right, so yeah, why don't you give me? You want to do discipline for kind of the dexterity of it, and are you looking for truth or faith? What?
Yeah, I think it's understanding is what I'm.
Oh, understanding. Okay.
What I'm after. Yeah. Well,
okay.
I mean, yeah, that's what. Yeah, truth, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So you think it's discipline?
Yeah, discipline to kind of bend your way around, or if you want to, but if you want to not just open it, if you want to kind of figure out what's going on, understand that won't you won't be like triggering anything, you won't be opening anything, but
no. I think that discipline is fine.
Okay.
I think when I meant understand, I meant truth. I'm trying to learn things.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, truth and understanding in some are different, but my brain crosses those over a little bit. Okay, discipline and truth. I can do this. I don't need any extra stuff. I can just make this roll. It's going to be fine.
We got a moment.
If it is known, I must know it. Huh?
That's
a statement. That's a statement. I don't use
that's
my determination for that.
Right.
All right. Precision. Yeah, this doesn't feel like precision. We're fine.
Oh,
yay.
All right, nice. There you go. Yeah, so you needed to for that. So you've got the momentum, but yeah, you nice. So yeah, you figure out from and there's some like just basic instructions about the direction to pull things and things on the case itself. So you are able to wait a minute here. So you're able to disengage this case, and these panels just kind of fall away once you release the handle. They just kind of the exterior of this thing just kind of falls away.
Wow!
And what you're left with is this.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And you've got a very faint glow. You've got a very faint glow coming from it, and this does appear to be from what you know. This is just an ancient kind of construction robot or something that has been made for for utilitarian purposes. This you're not looking. You can tell right away you're not looking at the great face of a Titan itself. This is just a robot from pre-Butlerian jihad times that was probably used for service. But the eyes are faintly glowing once you've released the panels.
Again,
a head on feet.
It's just a head, head on a base. So basically,
Okay.
it's just like the like a base that was hid. It was held in the case, and just a head. So the head of a humble kind of utilitarian construction robot, but it's odd because you're looking at something that no one has set eyes on in thousands, tens of thousands of years. This is an old technology that was from a time, a very, very different time, a time where men relied on things built in their image to work for them and serve them.
I'm like immediately trying to sketch it, like looking over his shoulder, trying to sketch it in my notebook. And what do you make of it, Master?
It's obviously old, but the technology itself doesn't date back as far as the Titans. Still has power, but I don't see any external power source. So whatever it is that's powering it's been around for thousands of years. It's impressive. Still not what I was expecting or what I came to find.
Strangely off-putting.
I think it's because it looks so much like us, but at the same time doesn't. And there is a presence to it, isn't there?
A presence I can neither strangle nor poison.
That may be good for it. Maybe not good for us. I'll repeat what I've done the last 2 times and lightly touch it and just kind of walk around it, dragging my hands over it, just trying to get a feel of for lack of a better term, a spiritual feel of what this device is, as opposed to just kind of get an energy. What's its aura? That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to read this robot's aura.
All right.
Does it react at all to, first of all, to it being opened, to me touching it, or to me pacing around it, and fondling it?
Yeah, immediately it doesn't. You can see that there's considerable damage. Like the robot was obviously, or this head was put into storage for obvious reasons. It's seems to be kind of just rigged up very temporarily to a power source, and it seems that this is just like the projector itself. This seems to be something that was done recently. So after this discovery was made, it looks like there's been attempts to power it back on or to do something with it. So you might need to find another way or a better way to get more of a response to it. It may need more power. It may need some sort of manipulation, or you may just want to try to access it in some other way.
Beta 3.
Yes.
It takes a while to say that. It seems funny because it's just a few syllables. But is there a nickname that people call you, or that you wish to be called?
No, that is my name.
Okay. Well, Beta 3.
They lack egos. So.
Well, the egos can be developed. I believe that this fine machine here perhaps needs more power than what it's currently getting. When we were walking around, I'm trying to think. Do you know of any generators on this level?
Certainly, the lighting itself is low power organic, but we could have we could have something brought to us from higher in the tunnels. I don't know. I can search. I can search to find something, but I'm almost certain that most of the machines down here are defunct.
Master Tabroven?
Yes.
The projector, perhaps it seems to have its own power source.
Yes, but it also seems to be low power. My worry is that it's the only thing that's keeping anyone who comes up those stairs in that other room or ladder in the other room from immediately seeing us standing before an obvious piece of technology that would get us all killed.
Of course.
Right.
Do you think the designers of this sort of thing would... they've obviously tried to emulate human form. Would that suggest that there's something equivalent to our brains inside that head?
I wouldn't go so far to assume that. It's possible that the very thinking apparatus, that's, if there is one attached to this, could be down here in the neck portion or something else. I doubt that they were built when I've designed and planned or thought of in my free time with no intention to actually follow through on fully functional autonomous machines.
No one would ever accuse you of such things.
I often found that the idea of putting the thinking parts in what we consider to be our head to be not terribly convenient. Our design is actually amusing in that way. It'd make more sense for it to all be packed around the heart that supplies it blood, or in this case, the power generator. Less length of cabling. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. It's possible. Maybe Beta 3. Can you go see if you can secure us a stable, and I'll rattle off some level of power generation that I think that this thing would require. Mm-hmm. No, I don't want like a battery. I want like an actual something that I can modulate and have control over and do some work with.
Belay that for a moment, Beta 3. Forgive me, Master, but perhaps this would be the time for Elke to represent one of those suboids and accompany Beta 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sure she could use the help, although I don't know how much the suboids stick out at higher levels. The wonderfully modified suboids from outside, are they noticed if they go in the higher levels? I'm asking Beta 3 here.
Oh, Beta 3. Yes. It would be. It would probably be wiser to replicate someone with more of my appearance. The Myrmidon are a secret force, and their presence in much higher levels, closer to the surface, would be noticed.
Excellent deduction, my lord. Elke, assume a form. Beta 3 with a male twist, let's say that.
All right. Okay, yes, she's able to copy what she's seen, kind of a masculine version of Beta 3, and yeah, she'll accompany her. So the two of them leave. They leave behind the guard. And you are alone. You are alone with the dimly glowing head of a construction robot, and they'll be gone. Yeah, they'll be gone for a little bit.
How big is the head?
It was able to. So it's probably about like 4 feet square. Like a cube of like about.
It's a big old head.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's bigger than like a human.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. It's quite large. So these are like some kind of large construction machine. This was something that powered a construction machine.
Well, I'll put my hands on both sides of the head as much as I can. Mind you, I'm reaching out to the side though, and just like because I'm figuring that if this is actually Xerxes or actually has some level of consciousness and it's aware, I want it to feel that I'm trying to get some level of rapport with it, though I'm not very good at that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna like put my hands on both sides of it and just spend a few moments like staring as much as I can into its eyes. Even though its eyes are probably further apart than my head, but still.
Right. Okay.
And then after we have a quiet moment together, then I'll be like, well, let's see how this thing works. And then I'll immediately get down and start poking around inside of it and seeing what all the cabling and trying to get an idea of what's actually running up in there.
Okay. Good. Yeah, you yeah, from your previous understand role, you have a pretty good idea. It looks like they really did a very low, not understanding kind of what they were dealing with, a very low level. They found what would be a power conduit that would be running the system and have it's been powered. It looks like with some sort of simple battery or something that's keeping this keeping this glow on, so keeping this thing active. And you did notice when you were kind of touching it and looking into its eyes that there was a hum. There was like a noticeable reaction to your presence.
Okay.
Does its mouth look like it's actually something that can open, or is it just a?
Oh yeah. It does look like they when these things would have their modulated voice, they would actually like move. The mouth would actually move. Yeah. So it does have a strange representation. Yeah. There's a mechanism that would open and close.
When he's like rooting around, I'm gonna like wave my hands in front of the eyes and clap around the little protrusions that look kind of like ears, and just try to see if there's any reactions to anything.
Yeah, you don't see that if it's detecting the movement and the sound, it's doing it at a very low level, but there's not a response. Yeah, it hasn't it hasn't done anything. It's still very still.
Can I tell if I'm actually I'm imagining now I'm like I said, like maybe below the jaw, looking up inside of the components and stuff, or I'm trying to ascertain what's actually going on with it physically before they get the power back. Not knowing how Xerxes would have functioned, I'm trying to ascertain if this was I wouldn't know if I do understand this. If this was a download, or if this was like they took a chunk of what they like. I'm trying to understand why they think this is even Xerxes. They say it hasn't talked to them. Or if they're just like, oh my god, a giant robot-headed Xerxes, or or what's going on,
right?
So I'm gonna look up inside. I'm trying to see if there's a piece of technology that's attached in there. That's like, oh, this is all glowing crystals instead of rusty old soldering boards or whatever. Like I'm trying to figure out if it looks like it's cobbled together with other tech, or I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's some component in there that I would say, oh, that might be what the Xerxes aspect of it is, as opposed to just an AI that's still running inside this thing.
Right. Yeah, and that's what you. So kind of encased in this, in what would have been probably just a simple, a simple memory system, probably some sort of, like silicon-based, like water-cooled, brain. A robotic nervous system that powered this machine. Yeah, you see the markings and basically the designation for what you would know from those times, how they designated machines. That the strange kind of orange kind of glowing casing that you're seeing kind of emanating both through the eyes of this machine, but also the now that you're under it, it is marked with the kind of the designation, so that there's a more formal designation of the Prince of Ix, and you see that Titan Xerxes is this designation. So someone is literally scratched in the casing the name and designation of the former prince that gave his consciousness to become Xerxes.
Okay, but I'm still not seeing for lack of a better term, from what I can tell, a core that is Xerxes' core stuck in here or something like that.
Oh yeah, but no, this whole it was it looks like it replaced, it replaced this case that would have been where you were expecting to find a more simpler, what would have been a simpler system to power this simpler machine, has this ancient box that is literally someone has carved to designate it so that it wouldn't be
Gotcha.
lost. Yeah, that this is
okay. So it's kind of its entirety. I think maybe Xerxes components as opposed to
yes, yeah, just kind of hidden. Yeah,
old software. It's not like old hardware that he's running software on. It's okay, there's stuff here that I think is
it was original. Yeah, yes, that was recovered, and you can see, so you do see evidence too that that there has been some sort of damage, maybe any previous attempt that Tlaxu made to power this on has created kind of a scoring and burn damage to the outside of the case. So they may not have had a good understanding of what was required to power this on, and they overpowered it, and it looks like there's some sort of damage that's been done, and even more so to the construction robot, that is holding this brain as well.
Okay, can I don't know how long it's going to take for her to get the power generator, and I don't even have a soldering iron with me or anything. But
actually, I was going to ask Jeremy if I could spin this momentum to have Elke think that we're going to need tools.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. That you can create that asset easily. Yeah. So Elke would have thought of that as she's accompanying Beta 3. So they've secured a generator and have returned with tools and everything you would need to make connections, break connections, and even dismantle. If you wanted to dismantle this whole thing, she was very thorough. So you can spend that momentum so you have the tools necessary.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to, because the way that I imagine Kel would handle situations, he'd be like, what were they doing? So he's going to very gingerly power it down, take their whatever little 12-volt battery that they have duct taped to it, and toss that across the room, and then get about going in and trying to make sure I'm not doing little alligator clips onto I'm not jump starting this thing. I'm attaching everything, soldering it in, make sure everything's good. I don't want things to come loose. If this is a ancient being with great intellect, I don't want it to fry because a wire came loose and touched the wrong thing.
Right.
So I'm going to spend a bunch of time trying to basically. William's idea is I'm going to hook up a million little wires and stuff to it, all the different power stuff, and then I'm going to sit back with the power source and with some readings and try to modulate the power and slowly graph, a tenth of a volt at a time, charge up different sections and see when things seem to be functioning well. And I'm trying to gently coax this thing back into being online, not just plugging it in and giving it a kick type of a thing.
Okay.
Treat it with a reverence that I think a somewhat living creature may deserve.
Behold the much vaunted Tabroven quality of workmanship.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I occasionally, like buff a little spot of it and, clean off something. It deserves to look its best.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you're able to kind of undo and kind of see where they went wrong, in some of the connection and some understanding and technology that has been lost. You're able to make sense of it. So would you give me a couple of rolls to kind of make
roll to fry
the
ancient god.
Make progress. Yes. So I guess first give me let's see another let's do I guess the whole thing, let's just do what is it, discipline?
Oh no, my momentum's gone because someone just spent it. I guess I needed the tools.
Yeah, you needed the tools. Yes. So why don't you give me a discipline and truth?
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I know, and you've got precision as well, so you can use that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah. Well, in truth, use a focus.
Did you see my note?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone's going to write a book when they get back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you give me an idea of what I'm going for here? Am I going for 2 successes again?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're going for two successes, but this is going to be an extended task. So you're going to need a series of these rolls, and it'll kind of be determined by how successful.
I'm just trying to figure out how much like wish power I'm trying to throw into this right now. Yeah, roll. Well, got 2 successes.
All right, nice. Okay, so yeah, you're able to. It appears that the power source that was brought by Beta 3 will be sufficient, and you're making your way into connecting it, and it seems that you've been able to remove any damaged components or anything that may cause unpredictable current or overload. So why don't you give me another roll, this time with understand and truth, and you'll need two successes again to determine like how to make this final connection.
Would advanced technology
sure
apply to this as a
sure
focus?
Yeah let's do that, because you're probably
or research maybe, but
you're probably like like kind of trying to use what you know to understand.
I completely know how computers work. I have worked on these many times.
Yeah, previous system. So you're impressed with some of the elegance and simplicity of this very primitive, but what appears to be a very primitive system in some ways. So it's a very new combination of mechanism that it's a bit surprising. There's things to be learned. Oh, nice. All right. So would you let's see. Okay, well, so you have made this connection, and the only thing left. Okay, yeah, so actually you've made the connection. If you spend that momentum, that will give you the point you need to completely to successfully have powered this on, and then this last roll will be like literally pushing the button, if you're cool with that. So spend it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I can't fail the next roll, basically.
Right. Yeah. So you don't have to do another roll. So the task will be complete with spending that momentum. So now all you have to do is power it on. Yeah. The connection has been made.
Doro, you got your notepad out?
I do. That was excellent work. But
Click. Behold.
Yeah, that was.
I interrupt you in the middle of. I should have received all that praise first, but that's all right.
All right. So, for this last, it's kind of, and it's a bit flexible if you want to use Yeah, I guess truth would still be the best way. And you've already done everything. It can be basically.
Understand is still my best.
Yeah.
Thingy.
Okay.
Thing,
So understand. Yeah, understand and truth, and you can use your advanced tech again.
So am I using this? Did I use a momentum? This is the on roll, or I use the momentum to add a dice to this one?
No,
use the momentum.
You used it to finish that task. Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So no. Yeah. The task of like successfully wiring everything and getting ready to go. So this is. Oh.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh
No
wow!
problem.
Nice.
This is what I was born to do. This is why we need to secure Tabroven forever.
Nice. Oh wow. All right. So you are so you successfully have figured out how to get the power on, and this head kind of stutters to life. You're hearing kind of grinding. Any of the mechanical mechanisms of how this thing moves haven't been maintained, and that wasn't kind of like what you were concerning yourself with. You were just trying to power this on, and this head comes to life and kind of starts and grinds as it kind of shudders to consciousness, and you hear this. It's generating this voice, and the mouth itself isn't successfully kind of replicating what's being spoken. It's just kind of like randomly kind of grinding open and closed. And you hear this very synthetic, very primitively generated voice just repeating, "My children, my children, my children," as it starts to awake.
I was kind of hoping for a little bit grander first greeting, but cool. We can start with that.
Do you have an off switch, Master?
That's not. Yes. Welcome back to consciousness, Titan. Can you hear me?
I hear you, and must warn you as I speak what the object that holds me is dying. Every moment I'm powered on, my consciousness is being erased. Speak. Listen to my words, and speak only what is necessary. And sorry.
I'm listening.
Okay. And as he's telling you that he's basically like burning up as he's talking, I'm going to spend a few threats. I guess we're going to do 3 threat, and you hear out in the hallway where the Myrmidons are, you hear lasgun fire. As
of course,
as Xerxes is speaking, and so
Daro, get an eye on that.
Yeah, perhaps stay here for the moment, sir.
I'm just staring right at the. I didn't break eye contact with Xerxes when I said that.
Okay.
Stealthily move back down through the wall.
Okay, so you're going to be in the chamber with the projector.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Xerxes continues. Xerxes continues. An eternity ago, I was known as Prince Rondel the 10th. I murdered my father to seize power of this world, and in my greed, my desperation for immortal life, transferred my mind into one of the titans that then ruled the old emperor, the old empire. My children still live. You must find them. They are hidden. They are hidden in the graveyard of old ships. Go to the star Ita Ofu Kai, and he starts to the lights start to flicker and fade a bit. So you can tell that the power source is doing what he was saying. It's kind of like burning him up as he's speaking. So it's starting to fail. But he can hear you, and you can speak.
I tell him I can turn you off and try to salvage some of you, or is there any more wisdom for you to give me? I am lost. This vessel is too damaged to save much of me. Anything left will be of little use. My children live in the graveyard at the star Ada Ofa Kai. Find them. And that's pretty much the last thing he says. He's still kind of trying to mouth words, but it's starting to decay. Like his ability to vocalize is starting to decay, and he's starting to fade. What's going on with the gunfire outside? Is it still happening?
Yes, yeah. You're still hearing that. That's become a kind of a.
Our guys didn't have guns, right?
Nope. They, as far as you know, they didn't have shields either. You didn't see any shield belts.
I'm just going. Okay, if it seems like he's beyond being able to talk anymore, I am turning all the knobs up to 11, so it just burns him out immediately.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing for anyone else to gather.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I take it the combat is not happening in the projector room.
No,
chamber?
it's in the chamber. Oh, let me switch you back. Yeah. So Xerxes. So the lights dim. The lights started to dim, and then you took the power source and just basically burnt it out. So yeah, it's kind of threw sparks, at any of the connections, and it just kind of like sags down, like he was shot. He just kind of like burns out. Do you want to do anything about any of the markings or anything inside that identified this case? This brain that was stored as Xerxes.
Yeah, I mean, is there? What? It was just scratched on the inside of it.
It was just somebody had marked it with very simply with tools. So you would be able to cover that up.
Yeah, I'll yank one of the cable, the big thick cables I have that's been cranked up to like 11 bazillion joules, and just reach up in there and arc all over that stuff to scratch it out. Yeah,
so you've concealed. Yeah, and so that was the name. So Prince Rendell the 10th was marked. Marked inside there, and Xerxes, Titan Xerxes, and so that is you've now erased that, and we can. You're still. So let's see. We've got. So Daro stayed in the chamber and is just kind of like listening at the passage.
Yeah, I mean, if I hear more fire after I've determined there's no one in this room, I'm probably sneaking up and looking around the corner.
Okay, cool. Yes. So what you see is you see there's a Myrmidon here taking position. You see a few bodies of fallen Myrmidons in the corridor. And let me see, where are these guys here? Were they? Sorry. I put them in the wrong place. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. And so you see what appears to be, and I'm sorry, I didn't render anything, but you see what appears to be the house guard, the elite forces of Vernius, of House Vernius, armed with las guns and firing their firing down the corridor, and they've taken out. There basically is the. You just see the one remaining Myrmidon around the corner, and they've taken positions.
I'm going to try to get his attention.
Okay.
Myrmidon, how many?
Oh, and he nods to you and holds up. He holds up his hand, showing 5, and then he puts an additional 3. He puts an additional 3 against the bottom of that hand.
What?
Is that 15 or is that 8? I don't know what that means. Is it multiplication or addition?
It looks like 8. Or is it some kind of a square root of
3 to the 5th? Because that's a lot of guys.
Right.
I'm gonna try to like tuck, roll, and dive over to his side.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Ooh, wow. So yeah, give me a probably a move.
Mm-hmm.
Move and however you're seeing that. If you're serving, I don't know what do you think is powering that move roll?
Well,
Let's see here.
Are you doing it because you feel like you have to? Is it duty?
I
that
think
feels like the closest.
No, actually, it's more of a I want to find a way out of here.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, power or truth. I think
power,
yeah.
truth,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Is there any focus that helps? Oh, stealth with your
I
move.
have
Yeah.
stealth.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you can use
So
that stealth focus.
it freaking changed the interface again. I don't know why.
Oh, no.
it does that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me add. So that's going to be 8, and so that's 14. Use focus. What do you put in the use focus box when it's blank like this?
Oh, I think you put you just put
The number.
yeah,
of the,
you put the number, probably the 6.
the
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that it knows to look under that. Yeah, I wonder what that is. If that's like a debug mode or something. I don't know. I wonder what that is that pops up.
Yeah, it's funny because we'll roll it and then immediately it will change the next roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got 2.
Oh, nice. Okay, that does it. Yeah. So you're making your way over, and that's completely successful. So they you don't even get fired at. You move swiftly so that they don't even they didn't even see. Oh, sorry, we're double moving.
I'm gonna just touch his shoulder and say, "Stay here unless they cross the threshold, and then attack."
And he nods. Yeah, he nods, and
And then I'm going to
moves forward.
search this room for an exit.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's a so in the room there's a broken hatch similar to the one that you came down, but the ladder it looks like it's functional, but the ladder is damaged. So it looks like it almost looks like it was damaged by some sort of explosion or something, but it looks like it could it could without using a light to see up there. It looks like it could get you out of here. And there's another.
It goes up.
Yeah, it goes up. Yeah, it goes up. Yeah, sorry, it's not. Yeah. There wasn't a good way to show. And there's another sealed. Yeah, there's another sealed hatch, but that's smaller. It's a smaller hatch, so it doesn't look like that an adult could really fit in it. It's some sort of storage or something.
All right, I'm gonna go and just double check that it looks like we could probably use the ladder,
Okay.
and then tell the suboid Myrmidon, go and fetch Master Tabroven from the other room and bring him back here.
Okay. You're gonna make me. Let me see if he can do this. So he nods at the order, and he's just he's an asset. Let me roll with the. He can be statted up as the other.
He's the 20 and everything. He's amazing.
he's awesome.
He's got like wired reflexes, right? Come on.
Oh yeah, he's got swift, so yeah, he'll be good. Let's see here. Let's do a so he can use his focus. and duty. Wow, yeah. So, all right. Let's see him do this. So he'll need 2 to get back past and not get shot. Whoa! And he does. All right.
Woo.
All right. Yes. So he makes it. Your last surviving bodyguard makes it and instructs you that we may have found there may be a way to escape this level. Please come with me. And
First, help me knock this thing over. I'm talking about the hologram generator thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Give that a. I guess a battle. If you want to. I guess you're asking him. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I'm asking him to because I want to break it and see if I can, do some tricky shine a light down the hallway to get by them type of a thing. That's what my goal is. I want to break it open and.
Oh, so just get it off its anchor. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do. Let's just do a. So why don't you do a he'll help you and you'll do a discipline and discipline and power discipline
That sounds good.
Okay, do discipline and power and he'll roll a die to help.
I don't think I have anything that helps with this. Yeah, must be used to protect. Doesn't sound. Oh, that's not the right thing. Yeah, this is definitely not precision. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Oh, it was almost a 1.
So close.
So close. Okay, well you got it though. Yeah, you got 2. So yeah, you're able to with the help of the the seeming help of the suboid, you're able to break it off of the anchors, and you can move this. Yeah, you can move this machine. Although I don't have a token for it, but yeah, you can move it down the hall.
Well, yeah. Before you said there wasn't can I rip open the paneling or something? My thought is, if it can move, I'm going to just roll it into the hallway, pointing down the hallway, and set it to just shine a ton of light.
Oh, sure.
Just overload it.
Yeah,
3 seconds so we can run by type of a thing.
Yeah, the machine seems very simple, and now that you have tools, you can easily open panels and access it. Before it was kind of all sealed up, but the only thing that was the projecting lens. But now with the tools, you can open it up and rig it however you want.
Cool. I'll just jam more wires into the I assume it's just a light bulb that's making the hologram. I'll just put more power into that light bulb so it's
cool.
Bright and shines really bright.
All right.
Or whatever the equivalent would be.
Yeah, so why don't you roll? Give me the maybe discipline and power, and give me, and you can use precision in that as well, and it'll be a because you know how to do this, so it'll be a difficulty 0, but then you can make it more improve the quality. So you're basically creating the trait of this thing to be overclocked, overpowered, bright.
Cool. I'll do it. Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh.
A complication, not what we needed now. So yeah, I guess the complication would be that you short the whole thing out. Yeah, that would probably, because it was 0 successes as well. Yeah, so you're not able to. I guess you didn't need any successes, but the complication is unfortunately what you were trying to do. Doesn't work. Yes, and now the big gaping hole in the wall, the missing wall, is revealed as well. So good job concealing, covering up your footprints there.
Oh well, I'll tell him throw it down the hallway anyways.
Okay.
and I'll give it the old bluff of everyone down, this thing's set to explode. Scream and see if I can at least call him that way before I dive across.
Okay. All right. So the Myrmidania pushes this large piece of burnt out holograph projector down the hall, and so he pushes it. It's rather heavy, so he gets it. Let me see if I'll find something to mark with.
You just get it so they can see it, and then we'll start going the noise to make it sound like it's going to explode, and then we'll run across. Hopefully, they take cover.
Right. There's a Abecostrr asset.
There it is.
Yeah. So you failed the trait, but you do have the asset now because you freed it from the you have the asset of broken projector. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to. He's able to shove it maybe about that far, down the corridor.
And then I'll scream like everyone down, it's going to explode. Do it. Want me to make some type of bluffing roll here to see if I can.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Why don't you do communicate? Yeah, give us a
my worst stat. Perfect. Communicate plus. I feel like this is a power.
Yeah,
roll.
definitely. Yeah,
I don't know what else it would be.
Power's good.
Too bad we don't have any momentum. It feels like that keeps getting spent by somebody. I'll roll.
Okay.
Got you tools.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, cool.
2 successes.
Okay, so you'll get a momentum back, and it works. You don't hear any last fire. You don't hear any movement. It seems like they've just braced themselves and kind of taken cover. So now you're free to move. Yeah, you've got total freedom of movement now because it's totally silent. So everybody with that success.
If anyone wants to come along, that's great. Yeah,
that's right. So everybody makes it with your distraction works for your whole party to make it down.
Tap the ladder. Your chariot awaits.
More ladders? You couldn't find like a slide or an elevator?
No, there's that panel over there, but I didn't think we had time to investigate.
I fashioned an entire explosive device. So do you say like it's a broken ladder?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of explosive had gone off in that shaft, but you can still make your way through. It's still functional. You're just kind of lifting yourself up. You've got a few missing rungs and things.
Well, lead the way, good Darrow.
Make a note, of course.
No time for writing. Get in the shaft.
Okay, so you okay.
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So you make your way into the shaft. The hatch at the top. So you're climbing up and to get out of this lower level. The hatch at the top is secured. It wasn't damaged by the explosion. It seems just like lower. Something was done, dropped from this position lower into the shaft. So you make your way up so it's intact and it's closed. So and it doesn't appear to be locked. So you can open it.
So with my mind mapping exercise I did earlier.
Oh yeah.
Do I have a sense that it's literally just like one floor up that we've gone?
Yeah, you're going about one floor up, but you know that'll that'll give you access to the whole complex now. Yeah.
All right. I'll very cautiously peek through the slightly open panel.
All right. So why don't you give me a roll with your stealth? Make it a move. Yeah. So maybe stealth and power, self and truth.
Oh, now it's back to doing it the right way.
Now does it?
It's so weird. All right. Oh yeah, 3 of those.
Oh, beautiful. All right, we'll give you 2.
What you need? Keep that going. Keep it going.
Yeah, two momentum for that. Yeah.
I spend all those right now.
So yeah, you carefully look and you see the boots of Vernius house guard stationed in that chamber as well. So it appears that that'll get you out, but you'll be right in there.
How many sets of boots do I see?
It looks like 2. Yeah, it looks like 2 that are just stationed there. They kind of, put everybody at put people at all the possible escape. But there's two guards with las rifles.
I'm gonna carefully close the lid,
Mm-hmm.
look down, and say, Everyone, just stay away from the ladder for a moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
And then I'm going to carefully open it back up.
Okay.
And then fling it open and grab legs and pull them straight down.
Okay. Nice. So you had everyone kind of get out of the shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
With the intent of, make them plummet down the freaking shaft.
Right. Yeah. So you're going to grab both and get them down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be like 2 difficulty, and probably a battle. Yeah, probably a battle and power. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Or duty, if that's good. If that sounds good.
Eh,
Okay. Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not
No,
doing
not
this
serving.
for anyone
That's
else.
right. That's right. You're not serving any.
I am burning all this freaking momentum, though.
Whoa! All right. So 4 dice.
Mm.
So you need 2 successes. Oh, nice! You get 2 momentum back, so Will's not totally screwed.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have to make all the tests like naked. I get a little bit of momentum. Just a little
Wait till I get my twisted use my twisted mentat talent. You're gonna really hate that.
Oh man.
All right. So you Cal at the bottom of the shaft just sees the 2 guards fall down right on their necks. Once they make their way down, they're not moving. They were equipped with las rifles. So yeah, you see there's helmets and las rifles and uniforms on these guards.
Yeah, I'll immediately toss the las rifle to is it Elke? Is that how you say her name?
Elke, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To Elke.
Do you want to uniform up and take their visage?
Yeah, I'll toss her one, and I'll grab another one, and I'll just run over around the corner and start blind firing down the hallway. I won't even look. The guns down the corners.
Suppressive fire.
All
suppressive fire.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna close the hatch and tell her to put on the uniform and take the form of the guard.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she strips one of the guards and gets a good look at his face, and and now the guard is now standing next to you in full uniform.
Could I fit in one of the other uniforms?
Oh, sure. Yeah. They're not unusual size, and you've got your
I'll have her take my position after she changes out, and I'll do the same thing.
All right. Yeah. So you have the appearance of the 2 guards that fell down the shaft and now are not moving currently. So yeah.
Are we gonna bluff it and ambush them or what?
No, I think we still go up and just leave.
Okay.
I think that this is still not. Not good.
I will go up and secure the room above then.
Oh, okay. All right. So if sorry, I'm forgetting new character names. If Daro is so you're not in disguise, but you make your way up, and there's nobody there. You took the only 2 guards that were stationed there, and the room is pretty similar to what you're looking at. To what you left, minus the debris and kind of the aging, and you can make a pretty quick calculation of the easiest escape route.
Okay.
Beta and Myrmidon is up next. We'll come in behind with.
Oh, okay.
With guns.
All right. Okay. So So the 3. Oh, so here's our 2. Yeah, here's our 2 soldiers. Oh, I should actually just sub you guys out for. All right, so yeah, you're both in the form. Oh, maybe this is a good idea. Let me just give you a little.
Are we done here, Master Tabroven?
Get us out. Get us out now.
All right. I think the plan then is if we are confronted, you 2 have apprehended us.
Oh.
Yeah, I might have to shoot you, but yes.
All right.
Beta 3, take us as far as you can take us.
Nice. Okay. Yes. Let's leave. All right. So there we go. Those are your purple. disguises, House Vernius disguises. Okay, she begins to lead you out. So once you make it, you make it down the corridors. You're starting to see. You're back to the areas where the workshops and the suboids are. She signals to the Myrmidon to stay back at a safe level. He's not going to go past. Go past anywhere where he would be too conspicuous. He's still part of the secret Telaxu project.
Maybe if he wore a shirt, maybe he wouldn't stick out as much. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's true. That clothes would help.
Some overalls and one of them gas masks.
Yeah, he might blend in a little better.
But then he wouldn't be able to show off all of his
exactly
all of his reps in the gym. Nice. All of his gains. All right.
Yeah.
So you make your way. Safely, accompanied by the house guard. So the only suspicious person then would be Darrow, the only person that doesn't look like they belong there. But you do kind of
always been
he's kind of always been hanging out in the tunnels. Yeah. So it'll take a double take, probably to see that you're not. But so you make your way back safely through the large door where you're met by the your handler. The handler that you were dealing with, still in the suboid. We won't really be using the map, but still in the suboid disguise, and he warns you. So the tunnels are on high alert. I see you. So we don't have our Myrmidon anymore. So I see that you've. Let's just zoom in here. See if you've apparently overpowered some of these guards, but getting you out of here is going to be difficult. Are you willing to fight your way out, or should we seek sanctuary somewhere else on the planet until this calms down, or somewhere else in the palace?
I think fighting our way out sounds dangerous and draws more attention to ourselves. I think laying low for a while makes more sense.
Yes, and of course, if you have. If there is any way you could manufacture a diplomatic explanation for your presence here, that may protect everything that we've done. I hope that Xerxes, in the discovery of Xerxes, enlightened you in some important way. We must discuss this at a later time.
Yes, I have much to say. So I'm sorry, Jeremy. I always get everything confused and all names backed up. Was this planet Vernius?
This is Ix. Yeah, House Vernius. Yeah. House Vernius is the ruling house. Yes. So yeah,
was this the house that had the overthrow? No, that was a different house that had the overthrow.
Those are different.
Yeah. I'm getting all the names confused.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So no, this is the house that that worked with that was called upon to fight on Ikaz with House Atreides, and you were all celebrated at a banquet by the Emperor for quelling the Ikaz revolt. And you do know that the head of this house has recently taken up with the Emperor's favorite consort. So you have a little knowledge, a little.
That's not really going to get me on his good side. But yes.
May I make a suggestion, sir?
I'm always up for more information.
Perhaps a abduction ruse. We bring. Forgive me, Beta 3. We bring the Myrmidon up. Eliminate him, and then bind ourselves to be found.
Mhm.
We can use Elke as the guard who finds us.
Well, yes, but why were we captured? Why are we here?
Perhaps you were abducted to be forced to examine this lost technology.
Yes, I mean that's one
We
option.
were originally here to discuss trade policy.
I think there's another option. I appreciate what you're doing, but I think that causes. Well, maybe it works. I have another idea. If we can, I believe with these outfits, we can approach someone of note here and let them know that we're here. And that I'm sorry, so this was the planet that there was an uprising on that we quelled?
No,
Or that we said we
No.
quelled? No, it wasn't.
No.
These
Yeah.
people helped us do
yes, you're right. They were they're very impressed, by your military skill. Your team went down and ended that very fast because of your dealings with Mauritani. You were able to.
We totally did it very
Yeah.
fast. I remember we totally were the ones who solved that problem.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yes.
No, I think that I can maybe approach because again, okay, so the Duke of this planet
Mhm.
is it the Duke that's having the affair with one of the concubines?
Yes, and he it's pretty important to him. He's risking a lot, by going against the emperor in this way.
I feel like we can get a win out of the situation if we can somehow approach someone, say that we need an audience, tell them that some Gouger people came to us and informed us of his affair, and were trying to get us to tell the Emperor about it, to turn him both against Conan
okay.
and make it seem like we're the good guys in the circumstances. I gotta come out ahead. See, we still gotta get a win here. Is what I'm thinking.
Nice. Yes, that's great.
Convoluted things never blow up on my face. They always work out fine, and in the end.
Nice.
What do you think of that as a potential spin? Might not even involve having to kill poor, sad
Myrmidons. No.
Myrmidons.
Yeah, as you wish. I look forward to seeing the end result.
All right. So yeah, it would be very easy to with Elke as a house in disguise as a house guard to seek out to make contact with the house guard and say that you wish to be brought before I guess it's the Earl. He's the Earl. Dominic. So it's Dominic Vernius, the young Earl of House Vernius.
Is the stance then that we snuck aboard to this planet to treat with him?
Yes, the idea here is that they approached us at the council meeting,
Oh.
and with this information as a olive branch, they claimed it was an olive branch for us to point this out to the Emperor so that we gain standing and to show that there's no and us, and we turned them down, and we wanted to let them know that the Harkonnens know and are actively trying to sabotage this stuff through Gouger. Is the overall pitch that I'm going with.
So then I would recommend you maintain that mask device of yours, and for dramatic impact, reveal yourself in his presence.
Oh.
So
that sounds like it's got a little flair to it. I like it.
So that it will create the illusion of us actually having this plan that you've just immediately concocted.
I like it. Yes, that sounds great. Because it's been, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, we've been on this planet for like hours, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it hasn't been.
So it's like, it could just be like, we snuck we got here at the same time and we've been trying to, yeah,
all right.
get our agent in. Okay, yes, that's what we're going with.
All right. Yeah, so...
more convoluted and more complicated and has a better chance of blowing up. I like it.
Excellent. Yeah, so you should... so let's just do... to get you somewhere, where you can appear to be coming from the spaceport, or, let's just do one roll. And we can have Darrow do that. And then you can assist... Kel can assist, but you just give me a roll for your movement with your stealth, focus, and then power would probably be that, and then you can help
him with one dice. Okay.
Yeah, and so you need 2 successes for it. Yeah,
2 successes.
Difficulty 2. Yeah, so you got momentum.
I'm going to, based on my mental mapping and our encounters with the guards and everything, I'm going to go ahead and use my intense study to substitute understand for move.
Okay, nice.
Oh, crap! I think I'll do the same thing, but in a different way.
Wow, there's so much intense studying going on.
And here's the fun part. I'm going to use my Twisted Mentat talent.
Ooh,
to go ahead.
All the momentum?
No, I'm going to give you a threat.
Okay.
And that doubles the momentum that I generate.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay.
I will also use my intense study. Of course, I can't verify, say it as good as Matt. I didn't have the crazy mentat.
Right. Oh, all right.
So I got 3.
You got 3. Okay.
But I'll use it, and I'm trying to think of how I can bull crap into why I could use my understand instead. But I do. I'm trying to figure out how. I'll make the roll first, and then we'll see how bad of a reason.
Well, are you still pretending to be a guard at this point?
No.
Yeah, and I failed.
All right, but you generated 1, which means 2 momentum, right?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you're up to 4. Wow, 4 momentum. Nice. Okay, well, yeah. Kel was just kind of like, yeah. He couldn't quite follow the Twisted Mentat's logic on this. So
on this one, my lord, I would just ask that you be patient.
All right. Okay, so you're able to successfully your ruse. So you're left your Tlelaxu kind of contact leaves you, and you also bid farewell to Beta 3. She says that I hope that you will continue to see the value in aiding us as we try to build our strength against these the unfair rule and subjugation of my people.
I hope you find freedom.
I hope, Beta 3, my people, Beta 3, I think we're witnessing growth.
Yes, she's seen some amazing things that she never thought she would see. So, speaking heads and all sorts of things. So yeah, she's definitely you can tell she's definitely above the level of the previous suboids. All right, so she leaves you, and as well as the contact, and you're able to make your way unless you need him, unless you would like him to pose as another guard. Are you okay?
No,
okay?
I think we're good. I think we're okay. In no contact with them is better than any contact.
All right. Okay, so you are able to make contact with security and say that it's you need to speak on an urgent matter. You need to speak to the Earl. All right.
Hey, Matt, who was the guy that you fought?
Gauger.
It was a Gauger guy. Okay. Oh, I like it. Oh my god, it puts even more honor in your court, right? Like, he approached you and wanted you to do some dumb stuff, and
So are you going to
you
leave?
said no, and you got in a fight.
Are you going to
Like
leave Elke in the guard, guys, or just keep, or have her just as accompanying you, part of your party? Because you're not now. You're safely.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
she needs to resume acting like my clerk.
Okay.
Clerk. I can talk.
I think I want to try to look back like the guy that I originally told to go to the wrong.
Oh,
That's
sure.
a good thing I didn't kill him now, right? Because that would blow back on me.
Oh yeah, and they've by now they've probably, or I guess it hasn't been a whole day, but yeah, they're looking for a missing clerk. So, all right, so we'll put you.
Be sure that you pull the mask off as the exclamation point to a very strong statement.
Yes. All right. So where do we have?
Hello. As I rip it off. Huh?
I need some water.
So you are brought. Let me just see. I have some art for him, but let me see here. Yeah. The
Oh man, this is gonna be communicate roles. I am not good at these. I really should have gone with your.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow, it looks like I'm missing some artwork. Ooh, that's a little scary. Okay, yes, there is some Vernius. I believe there's some artwork. But we will, yeah, so you're brought before the young Duke. Oh yeah, there is. Shoot,
Do you know what the name of the guy you were fighting was, Matt?
He had a name.
Oh yeah,
I'm blanking on it.
Yeah, it's Veltrans, I believe. The Gouger guy. Yeah.
Is it Gouger or Gauger?
Vens Trawl, not Vans Vens. Yeah, I don't know. It's a Gauger. So Gouger. Yeah, it could go either way. I think. Sorry, Vens Trawl. Yeah, was the who you insulted. I don't have. I'm just going to go with just so we have some representation. That's actually the Emperor, but this is a young. There's a young Earl, and a. Also, so yeah, so you are brought before. You're recognized as members of House Abecostrr and are brought before. Oh, I've got some nice images, but I'm not going to waste the time to do them. And you're brought before the Earl.
Do we know his name? Or? I just have Earl Vernus in my notes.
Yes, yeah. So Earl Dominic Vernus, yeah. Earl Dominic Vernus, and you're surprised to see, and actually pretty boldly seated on his lap, Shandel Bulot, the concubine in question, the Emperor's favorite concubine, is with him and at the palace and is seated on his lap. So
study, Elke, study.
See how he messes up and gets killed. Make notes so no one ever makes these horrible mistakes again.
All right, and so you're brought before representatives of House Abecostrr. This is quite unusual. I hope that you have a very important purpose in being here. We discovered that you have you stowed away on our return from Kytane.
Yes, and I think I'm acting like Kel. I'm not trying to pretend I'm not Kel. I just have the mask on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, yes, of course we have a reason. And I step forward and I'm talking to him as if he's an equal, right? Because technically we are, right?
Right.
Like yes, everything, which probably puts him off.
So So why? So why are you speaking? Why are you speaking for your house? You appear to to be a servant. You appear to be very familiar. You appear to be one of the members of my envoy that remained behind on Kytane.
This is I can explain that, but a very important. Perhaps you heard. Maybe this will put this in better context. Perhaps you heard of the duel. That, what's Jack's last name? Is it Abecostrr?
Alebra.
That Lord Yeah, Lord Alebra was in with a foul gouger scum, Astral.
Yes, the disturbance in the market. Yes, we were told.
I could tell you that. Well, Jack does have his. And I'm talking about you very casually too, which is awesome because I just look like I'm a know nothing guy.
That's all
Well,
right.
Jack-
Jack's not here.
Yeah.
And Daro and Elkie have totally faded into the background.
Yes.
While Jack is known for being a hothead, I can tell you that the reason why he was upset was not on House Abecostr's behalf, but on your house's behalf. And I'll look at Shando. Is that her
Shando.
name?
Yep. Shando.
I glad to see that you're here safe and comfortable. Miss? I don't know what I would call her either. Quite brazen for you to be out here in the open. But I guess on your home, you have nothing to worry about. Are you aware that that others are aware of your relationship? Now that I'm seeing them sitting there like that, it's kind of obvious they aren't hiding anymore. So that's kind of thrown in it.
Yes. We plan on requesting my release from the Emperor's harem. So we are in the process of revealing ourselves, but it is not known yet. In fact,
it is indeed known.
Oh.
That is why what upset Jack so much. I can't remember anyone's name. Venice.
Venstral. Yes.
Yes. Approached him with some information to try to rebuild some bridges, as he said, between us. Something that he thought would help us take down another house and perhaps gain us some clout. Gouger knows of your relationship and came to us, I suppose, to be the scapegoats in case it all blew back on the people who released it, and wanted us to tell the Emperor. Perhaps leading to some problem for both of your accounts, seeing how this isn't well known yet. Jack refused and challenged him, as you've heard, because he felt it was uncouth of him to come to them in such a way. And then we decided that it'd be best if someone came to you in private and let you know this information, though it seems like maybe you're closer to telling everyone than I was aware. But now it seems like all this pomp and circumstance was unneeded. I apologize. I thought we were perhaps doing you a favor, but it looks like you've already have the situation well in hand yourself.
But of course, if you are speaking on behalf of House Abecostrr, we would very much hope for your support in this matter when we reveal ourselves to the Emperor. Of course, we knew that this sweet secret could not be kept forever. We needed to reveal ourselves and properly seek release of Shando from the Emperor's harem. We intend to marry, and if House Abecostrr would support us in this matter, we would greatly appreciate it. I know it must seem impetuous and foolish, but my heart wants what it wants, and Shando agrees.
I would never stand in the way of love. I was going to reveal myself all dramatically, but I felt this conversation went in a direction that doesn't make it dramatic anymore. Well, I can't be flamboyant.
So do you speak? Do you speak with the authority of House Abecostrr?
Oh, there we go. That's what I needed. Yeah. Do I speak with it? I am the authority. And I whip off my mask.
Wow.
It doesn't feel right. I don't know. It felt like I messed that up. But, I reveal myself to them. Yes.
Okay. Master Tabroven. What a surprise.
I knew that if I was to come in my normal guise that I would be noticed. I am somewhat of a celebrity.
Yes. Well, as I said, we hope that House Abecostrr supports us in this. You have impressed the Emperor seriously with your military prowess, and I believe that you giving us your blessing for this to move forward will perhaps ease the difficulty of letting Shando go. I know this will be difficult. The new emperor seems to be easy to anger and a bit impetuous. So we need to do this as safely as possible. But I appreciate you using the favor that you have with the emperor after the affair on Ikaz to help him see reason.
I'm sure he would not want to stand in the way of love, though I would say that you do need to approach him quickly with this. I fear that it is not that well hidden.
Yes, I imagine we haven't been as discreet as we should have been, but yes, we will make this contact with the Emperor right away and begin the process. Thank you so much for your concern. I didn't know we had such an ally in House Abecostrr. You stood your regent stood up for the honor of our house and to maintain our secret. I'm sorry to force you to extend yourself in this way, but it is most appreciated and will not be forgotten.
Of course. I must admit that we were so concerned that I did not make plans for my return trip back, but
oh, that's
while I'm here,
yes.
Maybe we can talk over that order of Tabroven fighters that you had ordered, and see if there's anything fancy schmancy we can add a couple extra 100,000 fighters onto that order. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah, we would be very interested in renegotiating our deal and perhaps making it a larger purchase.
Make sure you tell them about the sure coat. They're gonna need the sure coat.
Oh yeah.
I heard that was a scam. Did they?
I mean, only if you don't want to make sure that it looks as good, 10 years from now as the first day you bought it. If you're fine with your ships looking old after a while, it's fine. The sure coat, though, is going to make sure.
Yes, so please, you're welcome as our guest. Please stay as long as you need. We will proceed with the formal contact of the Emperor, and then at whatever time you deem necessary, we can assist you with your return back to the palace on Saguis Maris. So,
well, I must admit, I've heard many great things, though I did come definitely to tell you about this. I have heard many great things about your palace, and I would love to spend a day or two just enjoying and appreciating the architecture.
Oh, yeah, very well. Yeah, this is quite an achievement. The palace was built on the ruins of a fortress that served humanity well against the war with the machines. There's a lot of history here. I will have a guide take you around and explain the all of the points of interest of this of our beautiful home.
Lovely. I would appreciate it. So yeah, I'll just spend a little bit. I'm trying to play it off as if this is all on purpose. So I'll stay here a couple days too long. Could expect a couple too many fancy dinners. So it seems like I'm totally just being a stupid diplomat, like
nice.
Fancy guy. And then I'll finally be like, oh, I don't hate to lean on you guys anymore in your hospitality. I should return back. After all, I do have very important duties that I should be attending to instead of running around on other people's planets.
Very good. Yeah, excellent. So yeah, you're made to you're made welcome here, and your timing, was perfect because they were they were just about to spill the beans anyhow, but your support.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But I'm here now, so
So now you're all cozy with the oppressors of the suboids. So
yeah.
there may
well,
be you may have to pick a side.
Yeah, I think Daro's going to question Kel about that when we have some privacy.
All right.
That was massively done, Master Tabroven. You might want to consider, if things don't work out, a career in espionage.
Thank
But
you.
it can't help but notice that you're treating with a man that we may be helping to undo in the near future.
Yes, but if the Emperor came in and took over, whoever they installed in the short term would do much more damage and be much more ready for an uprising than the Earl. And this could still be years off, and a good alliance is a good alliance. Until it's not, I suppose.
Fair
Sometimes you have to help people you don't want. Though he seems like an
that is certain.
okay. I still have this murder death knife, don't you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Since we're going to be here for a while, I'm going to have Elke study the consort, and if this all blows up in our face, we might need someone to have leverage in the Imperial court.
Yes, I don't know how much leverage she'll have, but yes.
All right, his favorite.
Now, if I could just get to a computer to look at some... Not a computer. If I could just get to some... There's no computers. If I could just get to a library to look up some information and ask some...
What did you need to know?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Do you know where...
I'm feeling like a piece of furniture.
the star Ida Ofukai is?
Gesundheit.
Yes, actually, you would. Daro would know that is the that is an ancient graveyard. So Xerxes called it a graveyard, and it's actually a Highliner graveyard. It's where the decommissioned, the giant Highliner ships, although they're in service for thousands of years, they don't last forever. So it's a star system that is used as a graveyard for Highliners.
That
That
may be
in
our
of
next
itself
destination.
would probably appeal to a man such as yourself.
Mm-hmm. That may be our next destination. Since we've already decoupled from Abecostrr, it'd be easier for me to move now and go there than to return back home, reintegrate myself, and head out. We may be running 2 parallel campaigns forever.
But what if word gets back to your triumvirate while you're not there?
Well, I believe that, and I've never named that face dancer. I believe that Henry will be able to handle the situation. I hear what you're saying, but I think that Henry can roll with the punches, and it's better to have all the problems handled now than try to stretch this out. I'll never be able to get there with anything legitimate, and if we find something good, maybe we can get Henry to I assume you can find and replace this in the recording,
Oh,
right?
sure. You're right.
Everybody forgot his name. Yeah, we'll
Every
just,
Henry. Yeah.
every Henry with whatever the name is of the person.
Yes. Here, just a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead and finish the conversation.
No problem.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I figured that maybe once we get there, we see what's going on, we can make contact and set up a transfer of some kind. It's not like I don't have a reason to want to check out the Starliner graveyard anyways.
Yeah. You don't want to give fair warning to your cohort, though, in case Vernius starts communicating with them about a deal that Tabroven made when he was never there and things of that nature.
I hear you there, but do we have a way to get a message to Henry in that way? Because there's no interstellar communication, right? So it's...
We could arrange for Ro to be delivered.
Yeah. Is that something... Is Ro the name of your bird?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Could have you give it a message and have it delivered via Highliner.
Okay. No, that sounds good. All right, I think we resolved everything, and we're good to go.
All right.
Nice. Well, yeah, and the Earl, remaining in the Earl's confidence all this time, he actually offered you a tour of their moon. They have a moon where they, because you now know after the kind of fall of Ricci's House Vernius is the manufacturer of the highliners for the Emperor, and he offered you a tour of the artificial moon where they produce them.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
I spent 3 weeks there.
Nice.
So, what?
Maybe actually he has a contact. So our thought was, I don't know, I probably didn't hear it, is that we'll record a message to Henry in his bird Ro and send it over to let Henry know that that there's been all this an abridged version of what's happened, and there's a deal made, and that he needs to come up with a good cover for that.
Okay. All right.
And then the fact that they make the highliners and stuff, maybe I can ooh and ah over their facility, and then ask if I can get a ride to the graveyard to check out some of the old work, and like just kind of be an eccentric. This is me rambling on and wanting to look at other stuff and try to play it off as me being newly empowered and running a little goofy.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so essentially we're going to try to arrange for like Ro to be shipped on a highliner and delivered to Henry.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. So awaiting a raven for your message, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, that works out. That works.
Next time we play with Terry, I'm just going to be like, every time I see Kel, I'm be like, there's something strange about you, Kel.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm fine. Everything's fine here. Remember that time when we were kids and we heard something?
You're sitting in your suspensors weird. I don't know.
I've been working on them. They're just newly done. Aren't they shiny? I love gold. Huh? That's a pretty good Kel impression.
Yeah. So our missing player, so Tars and Adeline. So I think I mentioned this before the stream, but so the explanation for their not being present was that once Adeline confirmed her pregnancy, as you know, they need to deliver a daughter to the Bene Gesserit in kind of payment for her freedom. They're at the chapter house to report the news and then to understand how they will proceed with the pregnancy. And what is Jack up to during this time, do you think, Matt?
I think Jack is kind of a little. There's a little bit of paranoia seeping in. So he's probably trying to keep a lid on everything and maintain normalcy, but second guessing his wife and maybe like kind of having her tailed and investigated now.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why is he second guessing his wife, though, Jack? Why are you...
Reasons.
A lot of things are mighty suspicious.
That's enough out of you, Henry.
Henry.
That was Kel's doing. Everything's Kel's doing. Henry's there, just whatever Jack says, he's rubber stamping it right now, I think. Good job, Jack. That's great. You're doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job.
Nice. All right. So yeah, I think that'll be a good break point. So thanks everybody for listening. And this was our little side quest that we had. We thought we'd take the opportunity because this was just a little story hook that was suggested that we didn't get a chance to follow up on, and it might have been difficult to bring both Tars and Jack in on it. So this is Kel's mini adventure. So we'll see if there's more of those in the future. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.